For decades, pioneers of soul, the Righteous Brothers, topped the charts and made music history time and time again. And now they're ready to bring their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame legacy to the Palladium in Carmel this weekend. It is my honor to welcome to the show the Righteous Brothers, Bill Medley and Bucky Hurd. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Let's start here. What's it like this many years later, still singing these tunes and people still swooning over them?
Well, it's all about the audience. The audience is the medicine, and I wish the audiences knew that a little more. That the more they give, the more we give. But the truth is, I don't know if it is, I'm sure it is for Bucky. Is that I'm sorry. I'm fine.
We're in Nashville with all this pollen.
Hey, you get it here in Indiana too. We're used to it.
Yeah, so right. Both of us are going to hack our way through this.
Yeah. I mean, it's really about the audience. I mean, when we go on stage, I don't know about Bucky because Bucky's younger than me. I just turned 83, and it's the audience. I immediately go back to being 25 years old and never get tired of singing the songs. I guess if I had to sing "Lovin' Feelin' in the shower every night, I would hurt myself.
Bucky, we'll get to you in just a second, but I do want to bring up that fact you were just talking, Bill. The 20th anniversary of the passing of your original brother, Bobby Hatfield, is coming up. Do you feel like you get to honor him every time you go back out on the stage?
To honor Bobby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what the show is. It's pretty much honoring, we're celebrating Bobby Hatfield and we're celebrating the music that we did. And Bucky just does an incredible job of filling in for Bobby. I mean, you can't replace Bobby. I mean, Bobby is Bobby. Now you're not going to be able to replace Bucky. Yeah. But it's pretty much a tribute to Bobby and the music.
Bucky, talking to you now, what's that like coming into something that was already so established and adding your element to that, but then also having to keep up with that tradition of excellence that has been the Righteous Brothers for so long?
Well, it's pretty terrifying. We've been doing it. February 27th, we started our 8th season. So we've been doing it long enough now. But when I first started, especially, I was a big, huge, and still am, Bobby Hatfield fan. I mean, I listened to these records in my room and played them over and over again. And to step into this, but Bill kind of laid it out for me when we first started. He said, I don't need you to sound like Bobby. I need you to sing like Bobby. And I understood what that meant. Bobby's from the heart, and I bring my own thing to it, but I pay tribute to Bobby. I don't get out of the wheelhouse, and I stay in the same movie that these guys were in because that's the way I grew up listening to it. And I understand that that's what the audience expects. They don't want to hear some new guy come in and take it somewhere. No, we keep it right in where Bobby and Bill did it. And the thing I was most pleased about, I think, was, you can have two great singers, but a classic duo like the Righteous Brothers, and it has to blend. There has to be a blend. So that was the test, and that was going to be the ultimate thing. So Bill and I went to the studio and recorded some of the choruses of some of the hits and sent it to our manager now, but Bill's manager has been with him for many years, and he said, "Wow, that sounds like the Righteous Brothers. The blend is there." So from then on, I just I kept my head down and just kept pushing forward. And, the haters are going to hate. You have some people that, who does this guy think he is? Replacing Bobby Hatfield. You can't, cool. And those are mostly people that haven't seen the show. Because like Bill said, if you've seen the show, we pay tribute and we honor Bobby. And I feel like every time I step on stage, I want to do that.
It's such an amazing testament to how long the Righteous Brothers has been around, how popular the music continues to be. I make my 6 and 9-year-old listen to it in the car or when I'm cooking in the kitchen almost every time I'm in the kitchen because I love Unchained Melody so much. And so it's a pleasure to get to talk with you guys. I know you're performing in the Palladium this weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I hope that it's a moment that you guys remember here in Carmel, because it's a blast. You guys are going to be here.
Well, it's going to be a great time, and I can guarantee they're going to have a good time. If they don't, Bucky will pay their tab.
They're going to hear the hits. They're going to hear all the hits they love. We recreate the memories. They're going to hear some wonderful stories. It's more, I don't even like to call our show a show. It's an experience. It's an experience, and he's a rock and roll icon, and people need to come out and, and check it out, because I think they'll leave with a smile on their face.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I certainly appreciate it. A genuine pleasure. Safe travels, and best of luck out there.